Hello guys, welcome to the Crypto Matrix. I'm Mr. Legend. In this video, we'll be taking a look at an altcoin, Monero. Monero is down 4.9% over the last 1 month. The good news is that the last 1 year has seen Monero rally up by more than 54.3%. Currently trading around $328 with a market cap of over $6 billion. We look at Monero's performance against the US dollar. It's not far from an all-time highs. Look at Monero's performance against Bitcoin, Monero's performance against Ethereum, and we look at Monero's market cap, which has gotten to all-time highs over the last few months. But then, with extreme fear gripping the cryptocurrency market, we have seen it sharply rejected from that all-time highs. How high can we go in the coming days and coming weeks if we see a bullish reaction from Monero? Can we get to as high as $10 billion in market cap? We'll talk about that and more in this video. But first, guys, you want to become a legend, you want to become part of the group, don't forget, link in the membership. Let's get down to business. Monero currently trading around the $328 level, has a total supply of 18.44 million tokens, a fully diluted market cap of $6.08 billion. We saw the all-time high for Monero happening on the 14th of January 2026. That was just 3 months ago. Monero was trading for as high as $798. Right now, it's down 58% from its all-time highs. A lot of altcoins are down bad. Monero has not been one of those altcoins. Monero has seen steady gains since the 2022 bear market. But let's go back in time and see how Monero has behaved. For us to accurately see how to behave in the future, we have to see how it has behaved in the past. If you look at what Monero did after it was launched, they had a dump to gobbling town, which is normal for altcoins in the cryptocurrency market. The altcoin market is very, very volatile, guys. Remember, this is one of the most volatile markets in the world. You're going to be hearing about crazy percentages. Don't be shocked by those moves. Monero was trading for as high as $5.6. We saw it dump to Goblin Town, losing around 95% of its value in the process. And that's what all coins do. They dump 95%, they dump 99%. If you want to get those 1,000 percentages pumps to the upside, you have to stomach those drawdowns. Because after that 95% dump to Goblin Town, which was in January of 2015, we saw Monero went on a generational historic run, pumping by more than 219,000%, which is crazy to think about, which is very, very outrageous to put into context. $1,000 invested in Monero at the bottom in January of 2015 would have returned more than $2 million by January of 2018. Crazy, crazy pumps to the upside. That's what you get in the altcoin market. Crazy, crazy pumps to the upside. That's what you get when the market is volatile and bullish. But then again, this volatility works in both ways. Volatility here is a future, it's not a bug. We saw Monero finding difficulty around that $490 level. We dumped to Goblin Town. The 2018-2020 bear market was nothing to write home about. We saw Monero dumping around 92% down to Goblin Town. A lot of market participants gave up. It felt like Monero was going to dump towards zero. But then again, as I told you earlier in the video, for you to get those big pumps to the upside, you have to be able to stomach those big dumps to the downside. And when Monero started pumping after the COVID sell-off in 2020, slow and steady, we saw it rally towards $400 yet again, getting to as high as $483, pumping by more than 1,500% to the upside. But then we got rejected at that all-time highs. It was not yet time for Monero to blast into new all-time highs. We got rejected at the $483 level. And by the time we had the 2022 bear market this time around, Monero was matured. We didn't see us dumping down much by 90%, even though we saw it dumping to Goblin Town. This time around, it was 79% dump, which was not actually crazy. If you have been in the altcoin market long enough, you know altcoins dumping 79%, 80%. That's actually a healthy dump. Monero had one of those healthy dumps going from as high as $483, dumping to as low as $98. We represented the 79% dump to Goblin Town, and since then, Monero has slowly grinded its way back to new all-time highs. We rallied towards the $416 level by May of 2025, and by the time we got to January of 2026, we saw Monero trading for as high as $768, which represented a 700% pump to the upside. Right now, Monero is down from that all-time highs, but guys, you have to be positive. You have to look at it from a bullish perspective. Monero had an aggressive pump to the upside. You can argue it had a blow off top here where it rallied towards $780. It had a drawdown. That drawdown has seen Monero decline by around 64%, which took it from as high as $780 to as low as $280 right now. It's trading around the $330 level. I expect it to make another attempt for that new all-time highs, but one level where we might get rejected is going to come in around the $475 level. We have seen Monero have difficulties there in the past. For us to rise and pump to that $470 level, we need to pump by around 400. We need to pump by around 44%, which in the altcoin market, that's a pump for ants. In the altcoin market, that pump can happen around 24 hours. Crazy, crazy things happen in the altcoin market. You just have to be positive. You have to be expecting a big pump to the upside. For Monero to get back to new all-time highs, assuming we're heading towards the $700 level, we're going to see more than 100% pump from where we're currently trading. We're going to see around a 136% pump to the upside if we're heading towards that $780 level. And historically, guys, buying during period of extreme fear has been a nice time. Buying during period of extreme fear has been a wise decision. That's where smart money is buying. That's where market participants can get good value for money. And that's where you make the most money, deep in the bear market, deep when market participants are very, very pessimistic, expecting lower prices. If you buy then, guys, over the next few days and the next few months, you'll be happy you did. If you look at Monero's performance against Ethereum, it has been holding on well against Ethereum. So a lot of altcoins dumping to gobbling time against Ethereum, Monero included. Did that from 2017, finally finding a bottom in April of 2018. But by then, Monero was down 98% from its all-time highs against Ethereum. And even though it has given us more than a 340% pump against Ethereum, I'll still be expecting more pump from Monero in the coming days and in the coming weeks. As I mean, Monero heads towards that $1,000 level, which is not hard from where we're currently trading. For Monero to get towards $1,000 from where we're currently trading, we just need to see 200% pump to the upside, which can happen very, very quickly, which can happen in a twinkle of an eye. I expect Monero to outperform Ethereum in that market condition. I expect Monero to outperform Bitcoin also in that market conditions. We have seen Monero dump to gobbling time against Bitcoin since 2018. Finally finding the bottom in December of 2024 when it was down 95% from its all-time highs. We have seen Monero pump by around 196% to the upside. The 100% pump to the upside will not be something crazy. The 200% pump to the upside will be in line with a lot of altcoins. It's in line with what a lot of altcoins have done in the past. But remember, guys, the higher we go, the riskier it becomes. The higher we go, the more you sell for some sweet, sweet profit. Because if you're holding some Monero right now, assuming you're a long-term holder, assuming you invested in Monero since 2020, that's 6 years of your investment. If you're holding that investment right now, you're up a whopping 1,000% to the upside. If you're one of the long-term investors that have been holding your Monero for more than 9 years, let's assume you bought it sometime in 2015, which was trading around the $0.38 level. Right now, you don't think we're down bad right now. You're seeing your investment up more than 80,000%. So a lot of these altcoins are really, really high from when they were trading about 8-9 years ago. If you look at it from that perspective, smart players have been selling their Monero. Smart players are actually exiting their positions. If you look at Monero's market cap, we've seen it also pump to new all-time highs, which is very, very good to see. Few altcoins have been able to break to new all-time highs. So Monero's market cap finally blast through that $7.5 billion level. That's why we got rejected in 2018. In 2021, we had a peak above it, but we get rejected. We got rejected, continued dumping to gobbling town. 2024, 2025, Monero got rejected there yet again, but finally in 2026, we saw Monero blasting above that $7.5 billion level. Monero's market cap got to as high as $14 billion. But right now, we're trading below the previous all-time highs. I would expect us to rally back above $7.5 billion in no time. I'll be expecting us to target that $15 billion level. That will see Monero's market cap pumping by more than 145%. So guys, drop it out in the comment section. Are you buying some Monero right now around $330, expecting to continue pumping to new all-time highs, or are you selling for some sweet, sweet profit? Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more awesome videos like this. Turn on the post notifications to get notified anytime I drop a new video, anytime I go live. Remember, guys, when it comes to investing, nothing will pay off more than educating yourself. And investments in knowledge pays the best interest. Invest for the long haul. Don't get too scared. Don't get too greedy. See you guys in my next video.